Welcome you absolute legends, I am Plum Japanese, I am Pete, I am back, and today I'm going to talk about a topic that most of you will hate. It's discontinuation, and I've got 10 fragrances that I would love, absolutely love, if they came back in production. The chance of it happening, slim to absolute none, but we can always dream, and you know what, let's make this a fun one. So here we go for my top 10. Alright, and this is in no particular order, I've just put them in as they are, so one doesn't mean it's better than 10, I think they're all really good fragrances, like I said, but I'm just going in line order of 10 to 1. So number 10 is this little number from Azzaro, Ginger Lover. This one came out in 2019, and this one is a very easy fragrance. All the essentials blend are fantastic. There's naughty leather, hot pepper, something with mint, I can't remember what the mint one was, but all of these are really nice, but I particularly like this one. So this is one that's got lime, ginger and vetiver, and it just smells really good, and it's getting harder to find. There is some about here and there and all over the place, but if you wanted them, try and find them, and don't spend an absolute premium on any of these unless you absolutely want to. But this one's a really classy fragrance, really underrated, the whole central blends was, and quite honestly, sad to see them go. But look, I've got a bottle of each one, I've got 100 mils of each one, so again, I'm not likely to run out of it anytime soon. But this one smells very sophisticated, very classy. You can wear it all year round. You can dress this up, dress it down. It's fantastic fragrance. But I just don't think people knew about it enough. I think that's the problem with this one. But sad to see it go. But number 10, Azzaro Ginger Lover. Alright, number 9, and this one also came out in 2019. And again, this is from a line that pretty much, unless you're in the fragrance community, no one knows about. And it's sad really, and it's from the house of Roberto Cavalli. It's his Deep Desire. This one was an absolute juggernaut. And there's other ones in this called La Notte, which is fantastic. I've got that one, Silver Essence, and the Womo one, the original, and then there's the gold one, which is the golden anniversary one. All of them are great. This one I particularly like. So it's got pepper, cinnamon, saffron and cedar. It is just so underrated. For a winter fragrance, if you can find it and it's not a ridiculous price, please pick this up. For a winter fragrance that no one else will know about, it could be your secret little weapon that you can just dispose on people, and they'll go, what's that? And they'll go, I can't tell you because it's discontinued. And you can do that. So this is the one that I would say will work for in winter, but like I say, Silver Essence I think is really good for spring and summer. Womo pretty much covers all on, and this is very classy. I really like this one a lot. I was looking to get this for about 30 quid. It's now about 70, 80 quid. So be aware that this will cost you a pretty penny, and again, the bottle design is absolutely sensational. I don't know if you can see that. Great bottle, great scent. Sad it's gone, but hopefully one day, you never know, it might come back, who knows. Number 9, Roberto Cavalli, Deep Desire. Alright, coming at number 8, and this one came out in 2006 from House of Guerlain, which does some absolute bangers, and I mean bangers. This one kind of no one really knew much about. It's Cologne Du 68. This is a unisex fragrance, but I'll tell you what, men can pull this one off too. It is very fresh, quite floral forward, but again, if it's in a warm weather, this one will might be nice. Iris, citron, cashmere, jasmine and orange blossom with some of the notes. It also got a bit of lily of the valley in here. Like I say, it is very unisex, and it is, like I say, perfect for a warm day. Especially if you're going out, somewhere a bit relaxed, nothing too heavy about life. This one is a nice fragrance. I mean, I've had a good old dent in mine, but like I say, I've still got about, I think about 100 ml plus. Again, I don't wear it all the time, but it is one of those ones that I think are really nice, very easy wearing, don't have to think too much about it. But if you're not into florals, this might not be for you. But number 8, Eau de Cologne by Guerlain. Alright, number 7, and we're staying in 2006, and this one is from the house of Valentino, and this is V. I have 2 bottles of this. This is the smaller bottle I've got. I've got a 100 ml bottle of this as well, and I love it that much. I got 2 bottles. but it is just one of those nice ones. It's got that bergamot, basil straight away, so it's kind of a little bit spicy, quite a fresh start up there. But then you got some ambre, some cacao and some vanilla. It's very nice, very fresh, but kind of like lost its way really. There's a few from Valentino I really think is underrated. This is probably one of the best ones. Again, I'd wear it spring, summer, maybe sort of fall. I mean, I've never tried it in winter. That'll be an interesting one to try. But again, why it got discontinued? Because I don't think people were buying it, and I don't think people knew about it. If there was a fragrance community back in the day, it might have been okay, but at the moment, the way it was, it just never got the love. And so that's really sad. But number 7 is Valentino V. Alright, number 6, and this whole line, oh my god. For the price you could get for this was ridiculous. The quality was insane. And it came out in 2016, and this is from the house of Davidoff. This is Amber Blend. Now there's Agar Blend, Wood Blend and Leather Blend. They're all flipping good, but the Amber one for me particularly was really, really nice. I enjoy amber fragrances anyway. Oh, it's just so nice. It's got cinnamon, nutmeg. It's very spicy, more for the winter. But if you put, if you get the leather one, that is a winter banger. It's up there with niche fragrances, I'll be honest. So is this one. And then it's also got rum, amber and obviously some sandalwood. It smells amazing, it performs like an absolute beast. And this was going for about 25 quid back in the day. This is now going for over 100 quid. That's the crazy part, and this one is amazing. People just, I don't think people knew about it enough. And so obviously because it's Davidoff, people go, oh my god, it's just Davidoff, and they always think initially cool water and it's bang, and it's like, oh for goodness, leave it. These ones were absolutely awesome. Very underrated, very not understood. If they were out now, I tell you this, they would sell like mad. So my number 6 is Davidoff Amber Blend. Alright, coming number 5, and this one came out in 2005, and this is from a house from Givenchy, and Givenchy have done some amazing fragrances, I tell you now. But they've discontinued some real good ones as well, and this one's one of my favourites. It's very Irresistible by Givenchy. This is one of the sexiest fragrances ever. I have 2 bottles of this because it's that good. As you can see, I've had a massive, massive dent into mine. But it has got like mint, grapefruit straight away off the top, but it just gives it a nice freshness. But this underneath of the chocolatiness and coffee and hazelnut and some cedar in it. It was ahead of its time, I think. And Givenchy, if they brought this back out now, I guarantee you it would sell like hotcakes, especially with gourmand fragrances now being really more predominant. It's more acceptable. Probably 2005, with about 20 years ago, it probably wasn't, and it was like, it was trying to push innovations, and it was a bit ahead of its time. But if you've got a bottle of this, oh my god, you are lucky, because this swing is just stunning. So my number 5, Givenchy, Very Irresistible. Alright, coming to number 4, and this one came out in 2011, and obviously this whole house has kind of lost its way really, I think. And it's quite sad because they were bringing out some absolute bangers. From the house of Mugler, it's pure Havane. Now, I could have gone with any of the Amen. I have a lot of them and I think they are amazing. But this one particularly was really sad that it's gone. And I don't know what they're going to do with Mugler anymore, because they've not brought out any new releases for probably 2 and a bit years. Don't know what's going on with them, can't answer it. But this one, with the Amen line, this one, so vanilla, cacao, tobacco, honey, amber fragrances, it's just, oh yeah, it just works. It's absolutely stunning juice. It is well worth finding a bottle of this. I have 2. That's how much I love this one. I'd like to have another bottle of pure malt, but at the moment I've got 100 ml of it. I'm not too worried about it, but I will wear this winter, and I'm quite looking forward to putting this into my skin again. Really underrated. It was going at about 45 quid a bottle. Now it's about 200. That is how scary this fragrance is. It is so good. underrated as hell. But when you knew how good this was, people now want it more than ever. It's like Ultra Zest. You could go with, and what's the other one? Pure Tonka, Pure Wood. Pure Wood particularly is going for a pretty premium. But this one, probably one of the more well-known ones. So that's number 4, Pure Havane, sorry, by Mugler. Alright, coming in number 3, this one came out in 2018, and this is like the dark horse of this line. And kind of came in, no one really talks about it that much, and it kind of went rather quickly. From House of Prada, it's Lum Absolute. Oh, this one really, people didn't understand it. They didn't get it. They just thought, I mean, the intense version of this is great, but this one, it's got cardamom, it's got neroli, it's iris, cedar, and some amber. It is just a well clean and dirty fragrance. It's clean with the iris, but it's got a lot of nuances of like slight dirtiness. And I don't mean like it makes you smell dirty. It's like one of those fragrances that got some nuances that makes you smell a bit like a naughty boy. Like, this is what this is. Sad it's gone. I doubt it'll ever come back, because Prada now pretty much only concentrate on the Luna Rossa line. Fine. But this one was an absolute banger, and I'm ashamed it's gone. But if it ever came back, I would buy a backup of this. So number 3, Prada Lum Absolute. Okay, coming at number 2, and this one came out in 2004 from probably a well-known fragrance house. But this one kind of came, went, no one really knew much about it. It's Avalon Cinema. Now this one again was a unisex offering, but the bottle on this, it's got, if you look and see the back, there's got all Yves Saint Laurent engraved into the markings, which is really cool, like that a lot. But it is that almond note straight away is the thing that I can pick up really quickly. It's got jasmine, it's got vanilla, it's got white musk and some amber. It smells awesome. It is one of those ones that you could put on and people go, what are you wearing? It smells classy, it smells amazing, but in a subtle way. It's not like loud in your face. It's more like, he's here, what's he doing? What's he doing this? That's kind of what I get with this one. It's very much like a Pied Piper. You could go past him with your scent and the women will follow you. That's kind of where I'm going with this. Really underrated, sad it's gone, but I think you can still occasionally find this. If you find it for a reasonable price, might be worth finding. So that's Yves Saint Laurent Cinema, my number 2. Alright, so this leads me to number 1 for this one at the moment, and this one to me, it was devastating. When I found this one, I had to get a backup bottle that quickly because it was that good. And it came out in 2013, and it's from the house of Tom Ford, and I cannot say any more than the innovation this man had was unbelievable. And this one is an amazing one, Plum Japanese. Oh my god, if anyone's got this and they know what this is about, you know how good this is. Every time I smell this, I instantly think I'm going to be smelling like one of the best people on the planet. Plum liqueur, this is the main note you're going to smell for this. It's also got oud, saffron, vanilla and benzoin, and it's amazing fall and winter fragrance. I have 2 50ml bottles of this, and I guarantee you now I will never run through it, ever, on principles, because I just love the way it smells. It smells refined, it smells grown up, it makes you smell like a boss, that you know what you're doing, you're dressed to impress, and you know damn well if you want something, you're gonna get it with this fragrance. That's kind of the mentality I've got. I've got American Psycho guy in Christian Bale in my head thinking that's what this smells like. And he's just like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've got this, I've got that. That is what it is in a bottle. It is unbelievably good. If you haven't found it, please, if you can find a sample or even get a bottle, well worth having in your arsenal. It's underrated by miles, but if you can find it for less than 150 quid, you have got a steal, an absolute steal. For my number 1, Plum Japanese by Tom Ford. Alright, we're going to give you a bonus one right now because this one came out in 2016, and again, from a very popular line, this one was like the dark sheep of the whole lot. From Viktor and Rolf, it is Fresh Bomb, and I think this is so criminally underrated. It is scary. I have 2 bottles of this. Again, I am never going to run out of this. But it's got cinnamon, tobacco in it, vetiver and bergamot and some of the notes in this, and this is like the summer version of Spice Bomb. It's incredible, but you can wear this whenever you want because it's got that vetiver, it's got that freshness here. The spices complement it beautifully. Again, I don't think people understood it when they had Spice Bomb and it was that powerful punch in your face, and then they brought this out. They're like, well, what is this? Like, and there's that night vision. People don't really understand it. It's like, but we want Spice Bomb. But as companies go, they have to change things up. And this one kind of sadly just got kicked in the nuts and went bye-bye. If you can find a bottle of this, pick it up. It will be your secret weapon you can use on anyone. And I guarantee you, I've not had anyone say to me, oh God, that smells. They love this stuff. Sad it's gone, but if it ever comes back, the bonus one is Viktor and Rolf Fresh Bomb. Right, so I have 10 discontinued fragrances. If you ever get a chance to get any of these, you have done very, very well. And I'll be honest with you, all of them are fantastic. If you want to have another one in part 2, let me know in the comments and I will do a part 2. And a part 3, maybe even a part 4, who knows? See how you guys go. As always, my scent of the day, and there's this one, Zigged and Voltaire. This is Love. One of the great sandalwood frames. It's very creamy, very delicious. Absolutely lovely, and the bottle's absolutely awesome, so it looks good in the display as well. As always, let me know what your scent of the day is, and if you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review or a question, please hit me in the comments. As always, I'm on Instagram for my fragrances, and as always, you absolute legends smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.